Good evening, everyone. My name's Joey. Josie, I don't know if y'all can see her or not. She's back there playing in the sand. We've been out weed eating our fields today. But I was telling my daughter yesterday when I was looking at this and decided I wanted to weed eat it and knock these tops out. Loud motorcycle going up the road here. I need a bush hog. We always called it a bush hog. I don't know. It seems like everybody nowadays wants to call it a brush hog, but I need one, whatever you want to call it. I need one. I think I've got to that point where I got enough grass and stuff. I got my little hand scythe, weed scythe. It's good for the weeds, and y'all see in the video here in a minute that section up by the barn that I weed eated down at the very bottom of it's just a great bunch of those tall weeds. I am gonna get it over there and knock them down with it because they're too big for the weed eater. It's got a great big stalk on it, so it's too big for the weed eater. But stuff like that, a bush hog would come in handy. But I'm gonna show y'all some time lapse here of me weed eating this field. Josie has been really good again today about just kind of entertaining herself a little bit and not being too clingy. It's kind of makes me wonder if I'm not paying enough attention to her, but I'm glad she's playing by herself and not just wanting me to have to entertain her the whole time. But we're gonna show you these time lapse, and then I'll get back with you here in a little bit. Here is my winter lot for the goats. So I always put the goats out during the winter time. And it's done really, really good. The grass has come up in it really good. So you can see. When I sowed this, I sowed some clover in here. And the first year the clover did come up, but it's not really coming up anymore. I've not seen it. So I guess it just died out or something. There's little bee spots here and there and stuff. But it's all come up good. Now I will say, as far as I sowed, any grass was about right in here. This is about as far as I sowed the grass. Because I actually used to have, when I first got Sarah and Shelly and Bella, I had those three. I had electric fence. I run a little electric fence across through here and had them in that whole end over there. And they wouldn't, this is just all rock. But I put a hay bale up here. You can see that's where the hay bales sit. But I took that hay bale and scattered it out a little bit. There's another hay bale that sit there. But I scattered that out a little bit. And this grass, all this grass come up from that hay all on its own. Now I will say, I got a little hay rack on the side of that building. I did get some of that hay that the goats would pick through and knock down from there too, instead of just the row. But y'all might ask why I don't let these pigs. It looked like I had cut on my hand when I was taking the camera. I did figure y'all might ask why I don't let these pigs out over in here. But those three you see right there, that's the two boy pigs that are offspring from Sarah right there. Those three will root up big old holes in here. I've actually, when I had Sarah and them over here, Sarah and those two boys from her will dig up big old holes. So that's why I don't let them over here, because I don't want them coming over here rooting up big old holes and just making a big old mess and tearing up all the grass I got. Because I like, when the goats first come over here, I want them to have some hay, I want them to have grass and stuff that they can eat. you know, until I know through the winter, you know, it dies down, they eat it all out. But they got something to start with. It kind of helps me feel better about it anyway. But that's this little area. We're gonna do some feeding. We got a short night tonight. We gotta go pick Chris up. He went to his girlfriend's playing basketball, and she's got tournaments tonight up here at the local middle school. She's still in middle school. He goes to the high school this year. She's just going into 8th grade, so she's still in middle school. But we gotta go up to the middle school and pick him up here in a little bit. But we'll go up here to the barn and show you that little section after I get done feeding these pigs and cats and the chickens and everything down here. I'll show you these 2 eggs. Those 2 hens that we just went and got, they hadn't ever started laying eggs for the people that had them. But hold it up there. I'm assuming, because I've been getting about 1 or 2 eggs a day from our hens. And now we got those hens. We got this little big egg. Hang on, let me hold it beside the other one. Put the other one up here. How little that is compared to that other one. So I'm assuming one of those new hens must have laid the egg. I'll hold it.
You hold this big one.
I hold the big one. We're back up here at the barn. I'm gonna go over here and feed Gary and Bella real quick. Well, I got it on my mind. It's just about everybody else has been fed except for Bubby and Andy over here. They've not been fed. Well, we stopped at the garden and still getting cucumbers off them cucumber plants. I don't know how, because the deer or whatever, I don't know what exactly eat them, but something eat the bottom of them. There ain't nothing there but the vine. They're still, there's no flowers on there anymore, so I'm thinking they're done. But there's still a few cucumbers on there. Bella found the cucumbers before she found the feed. You see them overgrown cucumbers with that. Over here and look at this grass. Oh. When I fed them, I had to walk around this corner here anyway. You can see that's what some of this stuff I mowed down yesterday. Made this a little more passable, I guess you could say. There's that brush off a long time ago. You can see that where them old shingles was in there. I forgot about them shingles being in there. But this right here, I burnt that big old stump out. That thing smoldered and went on for like 2 weeks. But I still need to cut out some of these. Now, I'm pretty sure this is like that one tree that I saw down over there that I think they called it a princess tree. Them things are popping up everywhere. But yeah, we got this one weed it off, got the top of it knocked down anyway. I'm tickled to death with this spot here, how the grass come up here. Like I said, it's done really good. It's been the easiest grass for me to get to come up out of everything I've tried to sow here. Usually it takes 2 or 3 years trying to get something to come up and stay up, but this has actually done really good, and especially as dry and hot as it got in June. It's done really good. Like I said, this whole section right here, like I said, and it runs right down the hill and down there onto that little logging road. I haven't looked at that in a little bit, but if it's still there or not, it may have dried up. No, it's still. You can see it kind of got a trail that goes right down through there. And a little spot right there on that logging road. But yeah, there's that logging road. Like I said, it comes up. You can follow it right through there. Kind of beside one of Josie's purple buckets there. And it drops down the hill right in there. And then it goes back up. And then we're going to bring it in and hook into that corner back there. Like I said, I wished I already had this fenced off, because I could put the goats over here. And like all this green stuff that you can see down in here, that's all like little saplings and stuff. Goats would eat that up. I don't know if they'd eat these big old green things right here in front of us. Not sure about that. But that's what I was talking about a while ago. I'm gonna come in here with that the hand scythe, weed scythe, whatever that thing's called. Knock those down. Here's Josie up here hunting for me. Over here, baby. silly? You silly? I was just a video and showing the grass. Wait a minute, I'm gonna come over there. These I don't want to let them out right now. We put them up a while ago. The reason I done this, like I said, I've worked for 2 big farmers when I was in high school. Both of them had, I don't know, about 400, 500 acres apiece. Both of them were beef cattle farmers. But one thing they both stayed on top of was keeping the grass topped down. Keeping them seed heads cut off, keeping the weeds knocked down. One of them, man, he was a little crazy about thistles. Twice a year, I'd have to walk around in the field. You know, he'd give me his truck, and I'd have to walk a whole lot, but I'd drive his truck around spot to spot and dig them out with a grubbing hoe. And the ones with the purple flowers, I had to pull them flowers off with a pair of leather gloves, pluck that flower off, and put that in a feed sack. And man, he hated those flowers, and there was a certain country that he thought those come from. He did not like. It was real bad. He didn't like Toyota cars. If that gives you a suggestion, that's where he said they come from. He was rough on it. But I've noticed on like YouTube channels and stuff too. A lot of YouTube channels, people that's got good pasture and stuff, they keep it mowed off too. Why, honey? It's messed up. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like I said, I just wanted to get this cut down, get the tops cut out of it, and let that grass grow back up, you know. And you want to say bye? We're gonna wrap it up for this video. Somebody started to get a little whiny on me, but I hope you enjoyed it. We appreciate you watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.